Hello Cancer, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is still pretty new, just over a year old, so if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. For those of you who are already subscribed, all my viewers, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really mean that from the bottom of my heart, because if you don't have viewers, you can't have a channel. For those of you who are new and don't know, I'm also an author. I'm writing a series. It's an action-adventure love story. It's called Perception, the Two Yet One. Book 1 here, which I've read out loud live on Facebook, and I uploaded all those videos here for you to enjoy for free. Now, know that Book 2 is published and available for those of you who want to know. All the links that you need for my books to purchase or watch me read Book 1 aloud are in the description box below. Also, if you would like a personal reading, I do offer those. The information to contact me is also in the description box below. All right, everybody, so today I'm going to be using the Lightseers Tarot by Chris Ann. I invested in this deck for summertime because of for a couple of reasons. This is the Sun card. I don't know if you can, there. This is the Sun card, and that's how I feel during the summertime. This is also the Lightseers Tarot, and in the summertime there is just so much more light that I bought this for summertime. If I need to clarify, I'll use my Tarot of the Cloisters deck, and this week I'm using a special oracle. At the end I'll be pulling one card from this very special oracle, the Union of Hearts and Mind oracle deck here by my friend April Mangino. Now this is a really awesome deck. It's brand new. She just published it a few months ago, so I feel pretty freaking lucky to probably be the only reader here on YouTube that is using this particular deck. If you would like to purchase it, the link to purchase it is in my description box down there below. So I've got several links for her. Okay, now the reason I'm using these two together this week is because they're very modern spirituality. Okay, they're very modern. And April is an author. Well, for this book, she is an artist, and she is a photographer, and she's also an astrologer. And yes, she is an author of this book. She wrote this whole deck. So I'm really glad to have that this week. We'll pull one of those at the end. So yay, April. Okay, so as a reader, I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will, and major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint. That is the plan that you wrote for your own life before you incarnated, so that you would encounter and hopefully learn certain very valuable lessons of life that, when learned, raise the vibration and wisdom encoded in your soul. The free will can allow us to lower in vibration in a lifetime, but if you can manage to rise lifetime after lifetime, you eventually become enlightened, like Jesus, Buddha, Isis, Thoth. We know that these people can affect a great deal of positive change on our planet. So when I'm looking at your major arcana cards, it's a lot like looking at your fate, but not exactly, because of the free will. However, there are times in our lives where we've written something into our divine blueprint, and it just either happens or it doesn't. We have absolutely no control over that. Those times are indicated to me by the Wheel of Fortune card, which you do have. Not only do you have it, Cancer, it is right here, right smack at the heart of everything. Okay, so if you have been feeling like you've been trying to get something to happen, and no matter what you do, you can't get it to happen, this is why. If you've been trying to stop something from happening and it doesn't matter what you do, you can't stop it, this is why. If something just showed up out of the blue, this is why. Okay, so this is upright though here, Cancer. This is a good omen. This is good fortune. This is success. This is all kinds of flippin' awesome stuff, okay? And it's just gonna happen because you wrote it that way. I mean, look at her. She looks pretty flippin' happy. She's got some dice around her neck. That's really cute. She's got the dark and the light going on here. I mean, she's got the hanged man stance here too. I wonder what that's all about. I didn't read the description for this particular card. But anyway, so who knows? Maybe you gambled on something and it worked out. You could have won the lottery or something like that. But this is destiny. Okay? The wheel is turning, and it is turning in your favor. All right? So this is awesome. That's a really strong way to start out here with this reading. Now this is the energy that is crossing that. So this would be you doing basically what he's doing here. I love this card for this particular card, the Seven of Pentacles. I'm always telling people it's like your energetic garden of life, and man, you cannot get a better image of that than this. Okay? It's a card of investment. Okay? So, I mean, just imagine this little physical earth garden as actually your energy of your life, just the energy of your life, okay? You've got, these are 7 seeds that you planted, you've been nurturing them. You know, I always tell people you have to continually work on your garden of life, and that's what he's doing. He is putting his energy, his intentions into this garden of his life. Most of the time I make the I say that, you know, you gotta take out the weeds, you gotta water it, you gotta fertilize it and stuff like that. You gotta keep it going, because if you just let your garden grow wild, your fruits aren't going to be as plentiful. They probably won't be as juicy if you don't water it. You know what I mean? So this is you doing that, though. This is you taking care of this. And if this is also, if this is happening, say you did get like a bunch of money, or you've invested so much that now all of a sudden your investment literally has grown, and you know, just don't forget to continue to water, weed, get out the pests. So that would mean things like check your bank accounts, look at dates and times things were purchased and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Just continue to maintain your investment so it continues to grow, whatever that investment is, because right now you're feeling pretty successful. Okay, the Nine of Wands, this is the Wounded Warrior card. This is, okay, so Earth energy is Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. That's, you know, Earth. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is a Sagittarius card, mostly. Now, this is the Wounded Warrior card, where this warrior has fought 9 battles already, and man, she knows what she's doing now. She's got experience. And this one, she doesn't even have like a bandage on her head like you would see sometimes. This is somebody who knows what they're doing now. They've fought all these battles. They have all this experience, and they are ready for the last battle. They're just she's just standing there right now because she's resting. She's gathering her strength for that last battle. Okay, so I just feel like this is you. You've been through quite a lot, and you're expecting one last battle, but you're very confident that you can handle it. Look at how she's looking at you. She's like, yep, you want to try something with me? You're going to get this stick right on your butt. You're going to, you know, she's like, don't mess with me. I know what I'm doing. All right, so this is the energy that's moving out of your life at this time, your more recent past. There was I'm such a beautiful, I love these cards. This makes me think kind of like a Ferris wheel or some kind of ride, like one of those tilt-a-whirls or something. But this is the Ten of Cups. This is the soul family energy. This can be, you know, all your soul family. This can be your partner who you pair up with and have children with and stuff like that. But recently, you had some sort of falling out with your soul family, or possibly with your partner. Okay, there was some sort of breakdown of communication, possible incompatibility. Okay, so it may be misunderstandings, but this was, this is your recent past. So this feels like a breakup. Or, yeah, this feels like a breakup. Okay, your communication broke down, and you guys were misunderstanding one another. But that could be though because you're incompatible. Okay, so whatever this was, you know, I'm just feeling this is. Look at this. This is actually your fate. You know, if you tried not to break up with this person, if you tried not to piss off your soul family or whatever, and you couldn't stop that from happening, this is why. Because there's something, you wrote this specifically so that you wouldn't get trapped in the wrong place. They may not have been your actual soul family. You may simply have thought that they were, but they actually, or maybe they were for a while and that time is just over. But yeah, you've been going through it. Yeah, you're like, I know what I'm doing. Don't test me. Yep. You've been taking care of your garden. You know what you're doing. Now these two cards for me as a reader are future cards. And here we have the Knight of Cups, but he is in the reverse. I'll just show you what he looks like. Isn't he handsome? He's a hot one. Now, the Knight of Cups. Knights are all bringers of change. They're all movement cards. Okay? He is the knight in shining armor. He is the Prince Charming. Okay? However, in the reverse, this is a player. This is somebody who breaks hearts, and they break them easily. They are just not what you think they are. And this is a masculine energy as well. Okay, this it doesn't have to be a man, but this is a masculine energy, this particular card. So these definitely go together. Not just because they're cups. This is love. Whoops. Oh, yeah. Alrighty. Now the next card that we have here is the Hermit card, and it's in the reverse. So this can be one of two things. The Hermit is usually in the dark night of the soul, and they go off by themselves to be alone, to meditate, to contemplate on what they actually want in life, what brings them joy, where do they go from here. Circumspection so that they understand themselves and what they want out of life. When it's in the reverse, sometimes I read it as if you've already gotten that enlightenment, that you're done with your time as the hermit. This may occur for you. However, I feel like when it comes to this, this player energy, this miscommunication, this defensiveness, this wounded warrior. I've gone through a lot. Look at how she's standing there by herself. This carries a message of feeling alone, you versus the world. Okay, basically dark night of the soul. So I think that's what's going to happen here, because of some more cards over here. But don't worry, okay? There's this. This is a process. You know, when we go through pain, when we go through this dark night of the soul. Let me just put this down for a second. When we go through this dark night of the soul, what it brings us is so valuable. We don't necessarily come to Earth to just be happy all our lives. We come here for the lessons as well, because it's those lessons, like I talked about at the beginning, these lessons of life that when learned raise the vibration and the wisdom encoded in your soul. So these times of feeling like you versus the world, feeling alone, dark night of the soul, it's all for your benefit. There's a saying going around, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. And you wrote it that way on purpose. You're like, okay, I have to go through this. I'm going to try to not go through this. So I'm going to have to write it that no matter what the frick I do, it happens. Because I need to learn this. Because I want to level up soul-wise. If you want to look at life like a video game, that's what it is, leveling up. You have to fight battles to get all this experience, to get new tools and wisdom to help you continue on your path, to help you beat the game. And to us, that would be obtaining enlightenment, maybe. Life is a mystery. That's why they call it the mysteries. Now, this is a love relationship because, boom, there you are. This is your hope. And this is why you had to write it this way. This is why you had to use the Wheel of Fortune, because you want this. You thought this person was your lover, possibly even your twin flame. They were for a while. You see? This was you two together. Here's you two together. But they break hearts easily. They are false. They are not your twin flame. They are not your soulmate. They might be a soulmate. They may be, but it feels more like karma. They're karmics. Karmic relationships are relationships that we learn from because we have karma from them in a past life. It could have, it could have been, we sometimes we tend to think that, oh, okay, so in a past life, I must have been this player, and now they're going to be a player to me. When I think most of the time, it's like this person was a player to you in a past life, and in this life, what you need to learn is how to get away from them, to have self-love enough to learn the lesson of not going with this person again. That's usually what the karmic relationships do. So don't be like telling yourself, oh, I must have done this to them in a past life. I don't think so. I think that they did this to you in a past life, maybe several times. And now it's just time for you to say, I'm better than being treated like this. I love myself more than to allow myself to be continually treated like this, because look at the power this person has over you to just throw you in the dark night of the soul. Trust me. I know what I'm talking about. I've been going through this. And you know what, Cancer? You guys just love your home. You love your family life. You're all soft in the inside, your emotions. You're loving, you're kind, but you're tough. So this is what you're hoping for, this love. But continue hoping for this, just not with this person. Okay? Now, here is your environment or current state of being. I think what you might be doing is watching them, checking up on their social media, just kind of not really spying, but doing the electronic spying. They call it stalking, but it's not really stalking because it's right side up. If it was upside down, I would be like, oh, you're watching them and it's really unhealthy. Okay, you need to calm down and not be obsessed. But it's not. It's right side up. So I think what you're doing is you are probably just watching their social media and just seeing what they're doing. But this is sword energy. This is Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy. This is Gemini energy as well. This is the mind. That's why she's got these, it looks like balloons, but they're lights, they're ideas, like inspiration that she's getting from this book. But most of the time the Page of Swords is watching, supervising, and possibly even reporting back to the Queen of Swords or the King of Swords. But you're getting something out of this information. You see, like, there's stuff coming up off of this, all the writing and stuff. It's what you're seeing on social media is giving you ideas, and maybe it's, this is something that a lot of people do when they break up. They just watch to see what's going on with the other person. And here's the Queen of Coins, that page of the Queen of Coins, the Queen of Swords, that Page of Swords might be reporting back to. Yeah. Okay, so like I said, the swords is air energy, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. So I feel like maybe either this is the person that you are in. No, this is the fear card. This must be a third party. This could be somebody that is also interested in this ex. And you're fearing that they, obtain this person. But, Cancer, look at this. He's a knight. He's not a king. So I don't think that this person is going to be right for this person either. But here's the Ten of Swords. There's more backstabbing in your future. But the thing here is that it's over. This is the 10. This is the end. Once you get the 10, it's time to go to the Ace, which is the new beginning, the new opportunity, the blessing from Spirit. Okay, so the Ace of Swords is clarity. So there's an end to all of this backstabbing and pain that is coming for you. However, it won't really be over until you get that Ace of Swords, the clarity. One day, it's going to become very clear to you why you rode it all this way. And let me tell you, here is the underlying energy of this entire read. This is the devil in the reverse. This devil is very attractive, just like this Knight of Cups. First of all, let me just say, physical attraction isn't something to base a relationship on. So that's one thing about this and why they are pictured like this, okay? It's not the physical body that is important, it's what's inside. And this devil is beckoning. Come with me. He doesn't look so evil. He doesn't even have any horns, right? Please focus. Please focus. Thank you. Okay, so he's beckoning to you so that he can control you. Look at this figure down here, holding their head in their hands, because now they're trapped. Because all anybody can see is this person. You can barely see this one. And so when someone holds their hand out, I don't know about you, but when I look at this, I kind of do want to take his hand. Because he doesn't look very threatening, does he? Except he is. Now, this is the underlying energy, which is breaking free from that bullshit. Throwing off the chains to this person who is toxic and controlling and a liar. Someone who's tempting. Someone who, feels like you're a true counterpart, but they're not. This true counterpart of yours doesn't look anything like this male here. Look at this male. He's got dreads. He's got gray in his dreads. This guy doesn't, they're not the same. There's someone else. Otherwise, you would not have written it this way. Okay? This is getting rid of toxicity. This is self-love. This is, I love myself enough to not fall for this shit anymore. All right, let's see what the Union of Heart and Mind Oracle cards have to say for you, and we will close out your reading. Please don't forget to like, especially if this resonates with you. And like I said, these cards are available for purchase. They're really high quality. I love them. And they come with this beautiful book, and it's so deep purple. It is so Ajna brow chakra. Alrighty. Ooh. Flowering. Yeah. Hello. Have you been working on yourself? Because you're beginning to flower. You're beginning to blossom. Oh, turned right to it. Okay, so there's an oracle message here, and then there's a description. I'm going to read them both. Show you the card here. Gosh, what gorgeous, gorgeous images. Now this is the kind of photography that, I mean, look at the detail. What a beautiful card. Flowering, oracle message. Every moment we are planting seeds with the intention of harvesting and flowering and fruits of the flowering and fruits of our labor. That's exactly what this is talking about. Wow. Alrighty. This card indicates the ripening of your intentions and hard work, the culmination of a cycle of much effort and care. Celebrate and enjoy the beauty, like the earth laughs and flowers, according to Ralph Waldo Emerson. Oh, the earth laughs. in flowers. That's so beautiful. But you know what? The culmination of a cycle, okay? So that is this. That is this Ten of Swords. It's beginning to end. This darker period in your life, this heartbreak, this suffering, this breakup, it's ending, okay? Now, let's continue on. And the reason you're going through all this is because you are going to blossom now. And because the universe knows that you want this kind of love, which can be twin flame love, which is very, very powerful. And in order to do that, there is self-work that needs to be done so that you can vibrate at a level that brings in this other person who's doing the same exact thing, and you guys vibrate together, and then you become a power couple. You become very powerful together and can affect a great deal of change. Okay, all right. So the process of flowering comes from the beginning of seeding intentions through germination, sprouting, pushing through the dirt, rising and growing, budding, and finally flowering. Once flowering has happened, harvesting the fruits of our labors is possible, and we celebrate the beauty of the opening. Flowers are said to be in control of all of nature, in that they are the draw to pollinators and creatures who eat the plants and fruits, spreading seeds and continuing life in all forms. Their beauty of colors, scents, and intricate designs are so intriguing, we feel fulfilled simply by looking at them. Flowering is also akin to metamorphosis of butterflies and moths, two of the main pollinators of flowers themselves. The becoming of something beautiful and intricate out of something else that looks so very different than our final outcome intrigues our desire to transform from inside out ourselves. Flowering of consciousness is the expansion of awareness. Consciousness is evolving in an interplay with physical evolution. To come to flowering and thus fruition of these cycles of process and revelation of consciousness, we are required to go into the depths of our minds and hearts to open to spirit through our bodies. Our full potential as spirits in physical form is a beautiful experience for us to have and others to witness. So yeah, this we evolve, consciousness evolves along with physical evolution. When you expand your awareness, you expand what your mind can understand, you expand your intellect, okay? Just by studying these mysteries, studying yourself, it opens your mind. When you go into hermit mode, your mind, when you realize things and you know, these epiphanies are what expand your mind, and you begin to blossom, which is exactly what's going on here, okay? So, I mean, the Spirit can't put it really any better than this. You wrote this heartache to learn from, so that you can blossom into the being that you actually want to be. And in a relationship with another being like you, in this strong power couple, beautiful energy. All right? So, now how much control do you have over this situation? I can... I normally say, how much control do you have over this situation? I can gauge that by the number of major arcana to minor. And then I count them. So you have the Lovers and the Hermit and the Wheel. But because you have the Wheel, because it's at the heart of everything, because all of this, you have no control. These cards are here to bring you an awareness. Okay, this is telling you, once you start feeling like it's you against the world, realize that you are in this dark night of the soul. Try to flip this energy and start doing some introspection, okay? Think about your life. Think about what you really want. Think about what this means to you, because this is your hope card. You want powerful, powerful love. And like I said, this card represents twin flames as well. And twin flames are people who are on a spiritual mission, They work on themselves, and they make sure that their vibration rise, and then they combine their spiritual missions, and then they're really pretty much unstoppable at that point unless they vibrate away from one another. So what you want is something that is super powerful. So boom. Okay, I mean, as soon as you start feeling like really alone and it's you against the world or the world is against you, just go into some meditation, spend some time by yourself, and really dig deep into who you are and what you want out of life and where you want it to come from. And also be really honest with yourself about this person. Okay? All right, that's what I have for you at this time, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed your reading. See you next time.